Hi, thank you for joining me on my van retreat. So just fancied a couple of days just to go within from a little bit of alone time. I love it, I value it, but I also value being around people as well. You know, people are beautiful. It's how we learn these life lessons. We need each other. You can't do everything on your own. No man is an island. So support structures. So this was a theme coming into my channeled writing this morning. A new support system, or feeling supported rather. So the channel writing was about 2025, so that tells me a lot of you have some fears around what's coming up, some trepidations, some new beginnings, what's happening. So at some deep level you are feeling the conclusions and endings of last year, and it was a year of endings in many ways, but 2029 will literally close the deal, so to speak. We'll almost kind of like be on the new escalator up until then, but 2029 will be right, you can finally let it go. So just because 9 is endings, so that's going to be an interesting year. But just for now, for today and where we are all at, I will read to you word for word what I wrote this morning and then make of it as you will. But the reason for this message, and I wasn't planning to do any recording, actually this recording is helping me as much as it's helping you. This is a real beautiful energy exchange in me creating this video, because I come away feeling just like I needed some alone time, and kind of doing the readings through my physical body, mental body and emotional body, just to see what was going on and where I'm at. But this could be reflective in the collective. So grief was coming up, respiratory system, sacral, creativity. So when we're going through periods of grief, the lungs will start to constrict a little bit, respiratory system, you'll take on board more heavy metals than normal. So kidneys, urinary system may come up, womb, ovaries, reproductive systems. So creativity is going to be really beneficial. So making this video here for me is also for you. So it's a mutual exchange that we both receive from, as well as me giving. So thank you. Thank you to anyone that is listening. And may my words have a calmness for you, some clarity as to what is coming up for the now and for the future, that literally a support of all is well. And I hope my words bring you some comfort for the beginning of 2025. That's the whole part of it. They brought me comfort in the writing, so why would I not share my comfort with you? So to let the year unfold as on an escalator to heaven on earth. Upon the escalator we may experience grief, sadness, which comes up as respiratory allergies, relationship issues, and a feeling of disconnectedness from the usual things we love. Fear of the unknown. So it's without the thing you love, it's a fear of the unknown. So it's letting go of the things that we love is very scary, but it makes space for other things to come in that it may not be the same, but it will be different, but we can still love it and still learn to love it. To appreciate the reconnection with source love, which in turn brings a transformation to heaven on earth. Many will require support from the Magdalens, Sisters of the Rose, the Ascended Masters, the Brotherhood of Light, the Angels and the Dragons. All can connect to this support in meditation and simply asking. There are also earth workers who are also earth aspects of as mentioned, support systems, the Magdalens, Brotherhood of, Light, Sisters of the Rose, as ascended masters and beings who know they are unlimited by the veil, can exist in more than one place at a time. So when we connect to this support system, and all of us can connect to these support systems, it's literally take that moment of stillness, close your eyes, focus on the breath, and literally just ask for that support. It will feel like your own voice. It's because you are also an aspect of them. You are connected to them by quantum entanglement. So there's particles of you in them and particles of them in you. They are not to be placed on pedestals, but to be brought in as equals and family. And there are earth workers that are aspects of the ascended masters and sisters of the rose, and they are bringing in the energy of heaven and earth, and they are here to support. So not to save, just to support, because the saving comes from within ourselves. Nobody can save us. There's only you that can choose that. So if you feel like you are a little bit discombobulated, disconnected, things may not be unfolding the way you are requiring it or needing it to, or things are crumbling, that's going to be a big thing. Things are crumbling, and it could be relationships, jobs, dwellings, many things may crumble away, and this may seem naked, bare, fearful, vulnerable, but it's to strip everything back that wasn't innocent. It's an interesting phrase, okay, but that's what I'm given. To strip everything back, to return to innocence, a simplicity, a connectedness to the divine love from which we've been disconnected from a long time. So within the grief, within the suffering, within all that, it connects us back to who we are and what we are, which are creator beings, connected to source, which is an energy, and we are the beings, and we are energy, and everything is connected, and we can use source energy or to create with. We just need to tap into it. So even before doing this video, even though I've done kind of like my daily disciplines, I've kind of got out of a habit of, so I always used to do a little bit of breath work before the videos, because it wasn't the words that I was sharing, it was the energy that I was sharing. And for some reason this year, again through grief, losing loved ones, I just, when you get that lack of motivation and that kind of like, I just turn it up in the best way that I can right now. Whereas I got a little bit of a nudge, so kind of like setting up for the video, my thing broke, my light wasn't charged, but so it's just pure daylight and snow reflection, which is purity in itself and beautiful. So it was a prompt, and kind of dealt with all my allergies on a physical level last night, but then they just returned this morning before the video, so it's kind of like, well, what's going on? So what I've been given is creativity is the key, and as I read on, you will get more information. So the earth workers are supporting those who ask in their connection and connectedness. And the connectedness is meditation, breath work, moving emotions and toxins through the body by movement. can really help as well. Connectedness. Know that each and every... Okay, so they're stopping me here. Breath work is going to be key for this year. Key. So this year is about air element, about fire element. So air element is lungs, is literally the appreciation of taking the air in your lungs and feeling alive, that appreciation of being alive and a creator. So walking, nature walking, is really good for you. Breath work, or even yoga, that or some kind of exercise where you have to breathe in a conscious way. So conscious breathing, not just breathing, conscious breathing. So just thinking about, focusing on breathing, and literally saying the words in when you are breathing and the words out when you are breathing out. So you are literally asking your body to take on board clean air and let things go that need to be let go. In a year of conclusions and endings, letting go, it's a big year to be letting go in. So again, it's a year to be easy on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Whatever is coming up and whatever you're feeling is perfectly valid. At some cellular level, you are feeling that things are crumbling, things are ending, things that we knew are being released. So there's going to be grief. So when we experience grief, it's not just for loved ones, it's not just for people, it's also for experiences in paradigms. We are emotional beings as well. So for those of you that are feeling it, you'll be feeling it. And for those of you that do feel, that is a gift, not a curse. It really, really is. For those of you that are super, super sensitive, you may have had a narcissistic parent or abusive childhood. You may have learned to expand your aura. So that's the energy around your body. You'll have expanded it, and you could literally fill a supermarket with it, because what you're doing is you're energetically putting out your tentacles to feel into things, to feel into the energy, to see if it's safe or it isn't. So right now you may be called to suck in that aura, because there may be many people in suffering, there may be many people feeling unsafe, because it is a year of endings. So this year, for those of you that do this work, suck in your aura. Suck it in and tuck it into your pants, basically. And we can do this literally by placing the intention, by placing the in-breath. So also don't hold your in-breath in, that's fatal. If you want to stick around a little bit longer, you will need to breathe out at some point. But it's bringing it in, go within, take time to literally kind of, rather than worrying about what's going on in others and out there and go within. So this will be a year of going within as well, quite a bit. It's all right to go out every now and again and feel into it, but it's coming within. Big year for that. To get back to trust, to get back to trusting oneself. Because if your aura is as big as a house and it's like you're feeling into everyone else, how could you possibly assess what is going on with you? So again, bring your aura in, your auric field in, do some whatever repairs that you need to do with it, because it's been out there, so it'll have been snagged, tagged, all sorts in it. So bring it in, give it some repair, focus the energy, because you will need it for next year, and you being you and your creations, bringing heaven on earth. So you may be planting seeds, divine expression. So again, it's speaking your truth. Are you feeling safe in your unique expression? You may not, if you've experienced like abuse in childhoods, narcissistic parents and things like that, because whenever you spoke about your emotions, you would have been either ridiculed, abused, just trampled all over basically. So you may have a fear of self-expression. And I know, because I've been there. So you've caught me umming and ahhing on videos, so you know that's a sign of confidence. That's all come from a past wound. I haven't ummed and ahed in this video, so that's great. That must mean that I am actually healing, so that's great. So again, kind of like gurus. Okay, gurus. Why? All right, I want to talk about this. So it's easy to be a guru when you're in a monastery, and I've done this in past lives. I've oversold nuns in a Tibetan monastery, and guided a nun through her passing into the light body, which is so beautiful. So they're saying that's how I know the practices that I know and that I teach, because I've done it for lifetimes. So what I've done for lifetimes is right here, right now, to guide others, to show you the way, for those that are asking and for those that are wanting to know. Those that don't, it's okay, that's fine. Your path is your path and your choice. I accept and love you for whatever path that is. So the guru, easy to do it when you're in a monastery. It's what I'm given. And if you're up a mountain and you're isolated somewhere. However, you know, if you are a parent, a single parent, have family dynamics, work dynamics, and you are the guru turning up in these scenarios, you are the true master. You are the true master. So those that are in the monasteries at the moment, they're getting a go at it. in you know, or they may have done the mastery in, you know, family dynamics and everything else, and it's kind of like in this lifetime they've gone, heck no, monastery for me in this lifetime. So whatever experience we're choosing is absolutely beautiful and divine to our own unique resonance and energy and choices, free will. So what's coming, there's going to be even more of that, even more choices, even more free will. Your way of living may not be the same as another person's. So can your unique, can you be brave and courageous in your expression? And be brave and share it, because there'll be others that'll be intrigued as to just what that different journey looks like. So how many billion of us now? Is there 6 billion? No. Is there more than 6 billion? No. Is there more than 5.5 billion? Yeah. Interesting. So I was given a figure about 4 or 5 years ago that it would get down to about 5 billion, maybe just less. So there are lots of souls leaving the planet, and many of you might be asking, why are they leaving? And it's to pave the way for the rest of us. So some of these souls can do more work from where they are as to where they were here. It's just easier, so you can be in service 100% when you do not have a physical form. So they may have opted, right, I want to be in service but without physical form. So beautiful, it's great. Whereas some of us, you know, have opted and experienced to be of service here as an earth worker in physical form, but that's why we need 51% energy to recharge our physical form, and only 49% should be expelled, kind of like in service to others. So service to others, check in with your quota on that, because if it drops below 51%, you may be suffering depression, things like that. Send me an email if anyone needs support. There's some courses on my website, justbe.me. That's all it is. It's not .com, not .uk, nothing like that. It's just .me. So justbe.me, and it's just the B, just the letter B, just simply letter B.me. So there's some courses on there, and I'll be putting some more courses on there and rejigging stuff as well for this year, doing some more videos, more tutorials. There's just going to be more, so really kind of stepping up and sharing. Last year was not a year to do that, so any of you that felt that way, that's okay as well. Again, it's trust. Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. So however you are feeling into, however you are turning up right now is right. Trust it's where I need to be right now. So if things are awkward, difficult, crunchy, trust it's where you need to be right now, because there may be some learnings and lessons in it. You may be learning it to support another person in it later on. And when I say support, I don't mean that you have to be the guru or the, you know, the healer or anything. It could be literally, you know, you may meet a stranger in a random spot and just share some communication. Even your energy is a form of beautiful, unique communication. So you don't even have to share words. You could just literally pass somebody in the street, sit next to somebody on a bus, train, and you are sharing something beautiful in your field. So, you know, you don't have to be the peacock, so to speak, even though I love peacocks. Their feathers are so beautiful, and just their calls are so beautiful. I won't do it because you'll, you know, I'll freak some of you out, but I do love a good peacock call. I digress and I carry on my reading from this morning. So know that each and every one of you is a divine creation. Know that each and every one of you are loved and supported, no matter what. Trust, even surrender, ask for support, and watch out for the signs. Someone new you've just met, animals, or guided to synchronistic places. They will support you in remembering your divine spark. Go within. So that was my channeled writing for this morning. So it's kind of the teachings of Jesus. You know, Jesus kind of like, everyone put him on this pedestal of this divine being, this divine person, this son of God, and, you know, this crown and everything else. But you know what? He was a man just like you or I. But in his life, he did go to certain places, meet with certain people. He had certain teachings. He went to the Isis temple in Egypt, as did Mary Magdalene, so they knew very similar things. He travelled. He got to get to places, did Jesus. He learned the ancient arts of healing, and that's what he brought back to Israel with him. But obviously in Israel, you know, it's kind of like, what he knew wasn't common knowledge. So what he knew, people thought was very strange, very new, very weird. So, and there were some people that knew that what he was teaching was very powerful. So that what he was teaching potentially was some of the teachings. He wasn't steering people away from religion, but he was opening people's eyes to certain belief systems in religion. And I will say fear-mongering, you know, that there is elements of fear-mongering in religion, of making you feel less than, unworthy, guilty, shame. And so in the body, if we hold on to these emotions, they are perfectly beautiful, valuable emotions. They have purpose. But if we hold on to them and feel them for a long time, they will come up in the body as physicalities, as symptoms. And it's really interesting. I think there's somewhere written in the Bible that pricked my attention was not that I've read it intensely, even it's just certain things have pricked in my consciousness about it. His children will go first, which is really interesting. There's another topic as well. There's another topic that's coming in that somebody was questioning me about the other day, and she asked me my thoughts on it. So I will be doing another video about that. So I'm going to leave religion today, do a separate video on it. And I will leave this love, support with you, so all of you know that you are fully supported. All of you know that you are fully loved, no matter what it is you are feeling and what it is that you are going through. And there is going to be a lot of grief on the planet. You know, we have lost the planet was 9 billion a few years ago. So there's been a lot of souls leaving this plane. Just to let you know, all is well. They're okay. They are beautiful. They don't have to eat and poop and sleep and without physical form. It's your full 100% creator. It's awesome. Okay, so that is the energy we are bringing down. So heaven and earth here. So people have asked me, what is heaven like? What's it like when you die? So for some reason, somebody trusted me with showing me the inner workings of how that works, how that operates. And what was given was it's pure creation space. Heaven is whatever it is that you want to make it. Whatever it is that you want to make it. You are the creator. You have divine will. You are unlimited with unlimited potentials. So literally, heaven can look like whatever it is that you want to look like. So we, as humans, are actively bringing this energy to the planet. Now, all I'm saying is that people may not be creating quite unicorns just yet, but you know that you can tap into the unicorn energy or see unicorns in other dimensions whenever you go within. And that is tapping into your creator within. So it may be tapping into the creator without. Draw a unicorn, paint a unicorn, bring unicorns into your life as much as you can. So I'm just using unicorn as an example because it's a magical, so-called mythical creature, but it does exist in other dimensions. So it does have reality, but in another dimension. So again, traversing the different dimensions and tapping into those unique creative qualities that each and every one of you have will become a jigsaw piece to this planet. That 5 billion of you will be 5 billion jigsaw pieces with a unique pattern and coloration on it, and it will just fit into place the way it's supposed to fit into place. But to be gentle with yourself for this endings and grief for a phase, and people we've loved, things that we've loved potentially. It's hard to let go of the things that you've loved, but grief is another form of love. If you don't grieve, then you didn't love it, and you haven't fully immersed yourself in it. So it's to honour what we've loved but let go is the thing for a new spark coming in, and you will be supported in creating that new spark. So they gave me some essential oils as well this morning to help with the transition period. So lavender essential oil. So in the ancients, the ladies put this across their chests and breasts, but this is obviously the heart center. So the heart center, and it's really good. So lavender is antihistamine as well. So it's got an effect on your kidneys and your adrenals, which is really interesting. You can put it direct under your tongue as a direct antihistamine. We'll get it straight into your bloodstream without the pharmaceuticals, kind of like mercury, aluminium, paraffin oil that's going to be in those. So it's a beautiful antihistamine. So I'm feeling like there's going to be lots of allergies coming up. Helps with sleep, wound healing, nervous system relaxant, wards off infections. It's actually the messenger. Lavender is the messenger of Virgo and Mercury. Connector, communicator, mind conscious perceptions, opens mental channels, liberates communication. So it's a great one for the throat as well. So discipline, focus for aligned manifestation. If you're being overcritical of self, it can help that. Blocks creativity to build solid foundations. Used for communicating through art, music, poetry, dance, to weave like a spider, creativity through your life. Spider, female wisdom, beingness, the void. So if you are struggling, and I know lots of people, because I'll go, Have you tried meditation just to bring in that stillness and calmness? I can't meditate, I'm too busy, I'm my mind's monkey mind. Lavender brings in calmness. So try a hit of lavender, either through the sense, smell, taste. You literally, a good quality one, you can put it under your tongue, rub it at the back of your neck, across your chest. Job's a good one. Comfrey was coming in. Now, comfrey is a plant that you can sometimes find at the side of canals, rivers, things like that. Also called knitbone. Another one for completion of a cycle, so it closes things up. So if we've got a broken bone, it's normally symbolic of something in our life is coming to a closure. So we break the bone in order to have a physical, emotional and mental closure to whatever cycle is ending. So another one great for allergies, kidneys, respiratory system, wholeness. So if you are feeling in lack or you want to manifest something, comfort. So you can take these leaves and you can make a tea. You may find it in a herbalist shop, which will be really, really good. Letting go. And it's connected to Saturn. The sacred heart. So it's connected to the sacred heart. Repeating patterns that need closure. So if you've got a repeating pattern in relationships or just something that you are continuously doing, and it's kind of like the universe is saying, stop the bus, get off. Comfrey is a really good one to stop the bus and allow you to get off with ease and grace. Reishi mushrooms was also given to retreat, to go within, for recovery, to help meditation, to help hibernation, pause, de-stress, burnout. And this is in alignment with Jupiter and the Sun. Divine power, rejuvenation, longevity, success, well-being, vitality. So reishi mushrooms may be a good one to bring in the newness of new cycles coming in with ease and grace, to let go of the old comfort and to bring in with reishi mushrooms. I haven't a clue where you get reishi mushrooms, Chinese supermarket perhaps, online. I'll let you guys do the research on that one, or herbalist. Frankincense. Now, frankincense is just one for connectedness. So this is one that was given to Jesus for that pure purpose. So it balances everything on the periodic table. So there may be a lot of heavy metals that you be maybe carrying in the lungs and the body, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. So frankincense again is one that you can take directly under the tongue, a good quality one. Don't get a cheap one, it won't touch the sides, it's pointless. You just kind of like taking olive oil, and olive oil is still good, but you want the hit of the frankincense with it as well. So a good quality one might pay around £13 upwards for a good quality one. Again, I'll let you do your shopping and your research on that one. But if again you are struggling to find calmness, frankincense is a really, really good one. Sore throats. So it will melt away the mercury that will be sitting in your tonsils, and that's where it'll be. So again, it's that fear of true creativeness, truth about speaking about your truth, emotions, whatever it is that you need to release. It will help you feel safe in releasing whatever it is that you need to feel safe releasing. There may be certain people around you that you don't feel safe releasing certain things in, and they are learning about the energy of acceptance of whatever. So that other person may kind of like be in chaos right now, and you're used to seeing them in a calm state of being, but they're in chaos and it's kind of like not sure about them right now, and they may be kind of like thinking, I don't like this, I don't like that, and but that's their genuine truth and vocalization. So it's acceptance of, okay, I allow that person to express themselves however it is that they want to express themselves, will help with the emotion of judgment. So when we're in judgment as well, we will, kidneys will come up. You may feel that the other person has lost love for me because, you know, they are being very honest right now and I can't deal with their honesty. And it's because you're judging the truth. Everything is made from love. So you're judging the truth as not coming from a place of love, where they are coming from a place of love. We're all actually coming from a place of love, but there's different lessons in it. So if your partner or somebody that you are close to is kind of like all of a sudden is a little bit speaking their truth a little bit too much and you don't like it, this is just their expression. Again, retreat, take some time for yourself. Are you being overcritical? Again, there's going to be cycles that we're going to be playing in this year as well between us, relationship wise. I have asked, can we do this independently, individual? So what they've given me is you can come back into your beingness to get some clarity of the situation. But what we want you to do is go back into the relationship and just allow it to play out, but be the observer of how this dynamic is playing out. So you may be wanting to express your feelings in a truthful, open way. The other person may be critical over what you are conveying emotionally, that they may be thinking that it's judgment around it, I don't like what I'm hearing. And what instantly is doing, particularly if they've got diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is a different scenario. Type 2 diabetes, which, look at how many people on the planet, you know, if you're taking statins, you will have type 2 diabetes without a doubt, because that's what it creates. So there will be many people with this mindset, and the mindset is, I've lost love of that person, therefore I need to hold glucose to fight for that love back. So that is a falsity. So the person that is expressing themselves in truth and you're kind of like, ooh, what they're actually doing is giving you a lesson in that they're not there to provide your love for you. They are not responsible for that in their kind of like chaotic expressiveness, from being usually a calm person. So if it's for you to go away and to connect to your own divine love. So they are actually teaching you a lesson in love in their expression, being a little bit verbally what you might find as crunchy. So it's for you to go away and connect back to the own divine love and your own support system, rather than that person that was usually calm and usually turned up as your support system. So it's to no longer put that responsibility on them, but to take responsibility for it yourself, basically. And for those people that have got something to say and are worried about how somebody is going to take it because of the abuse in your childhood by speaking your truth, you've got to speak your truth, otherwise it'll come up in your digestive system, in your colon. So this is, and forgive the way that they've reacted as well, because they will react defensively without a doubt, and it'll all be your fault, but forgive them their reaction. Again, there's acceptance. Wherever there's acceptance, there's peace. And all of these are just creations in love, but these are third dimensional dynamics that we are breaking the chain in, and that we are moving forward to some new set of dynamics, to be connected, to get our love from within, from source, and then go out into the world in that expression. So these are the endings, these are the conclusions, but this year is to just tie up these loose endings, and these oils and mushrooms, herbs, whatever it is, will help find a calmness and a comfort in the letting go and the releasing process. So that was all the information was given to me this morning to help me, to support me. And if it supports me in sharing it, because I am creating while I'm sharing it. So from my allergies, I'm coming before I came on to do this video, did my fire breath, did the video. Do I currently have any allergies? No. So me receiving and giving my truth in love with love, regardless of how you receive it, accept it, judge it, don't really matter, is cathartic to me. It's actually released the allergies. So the same thing, your divine expression can come through in dance, in art work, in music. So all of those creative outlets and expressions, again, it will come up if you fear expressing yourself in these outlets. Again, you'll keep it in the body somewhere, respiratory system, adrenals, kidneys. So this will be a year literally for letting your expression go without fear. So that's going to be really interesting in preparation for what's coming next. So it's going to get really interesting, really, really interesting, and I'm fascinated, and I'm looking forward to watching it unfold. I feel so honoured to be here right now, to be a witness to it, to experience it, to live in this lifetime right now it literally is a pure gift. So pure gratitude for you. This creation is for me anyway, but if you've enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe. There may be some information in here that another person may find useful, so just share the wealth, keep loving. It's another form of expression. Just sharing is caring. So right, I'm going to pack my van up now, and I'm going to head home. Thank you, van. I have loved you. Still love you. It's great. I'm looking at two little ponies here, and they're just so cute. It's just beautiful. So lucky, so fortunate. Love you all. Take care. Create your divine spark. Stay connected. Take time for yourself. Go within, because you deserve it. You're worthy of it. Connect to that divine love, because everyone deserves to be loved. Every single person, no matter how shitty you are, or how much shitty you've been, or think you are, you're probably actually not that bad, actually. That maybe even your shitty expression has been a learning curve for somebody else that you have interacted with. So therefore, even your shitty expression has been an expression in love. Thank you for that. You've been service to humanity. Take care. Love you all. Bye.